Two cousins taking different life paths discuss the highs and lows of being in your 30s, and nothing is off limits. This is Life in Your 30s. This is 30 Old, 30 Young.
Hello and welcome to the series finale of 30 Old 30 Young.
Hi everyone, happy Christmas!
It's a second Christmas episode. I know you're absolutely buzzing for it. But anyway, you ready yet for Christmas?
Yes, can't wait. I've got my year end at work tomorrow, so looking forward to getting that done.
Very festive.
Yes, and then next week I want to have all my presents finished, so by the weekend, obviously I'll go down to the Cotswolds, see my granny in the choir. Oh. So Christmas begins
cute.
From tonight. Right, first, I really want to do presents because, well, got some presents for you.
Nothing says Christmas like presents on December 11th.
Yeah, but okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm excited for it. I didn't wrap it, so I feel like I've been...
I know, Mr. I'm amazing at wrapping.
Yeah.
Look, I've put the effort in here.
The thing is, mine's edible, and it's frozen. So if I'd wrapped it, stated being...
Oh, it's frozen. Yeah. They look good. They look so good.
After your dark moment of having 25 shots of Baileys across the other Christmas. Absolutely. I'm about to open it. Well, it's your present. I bought this for you.
Definitely bought it for me, didn't you? Wink, wink.
I saw it. I was in Food Warehouse, and they're always whipping out the collabs.
Oh, so they're not wrapped up.
This is like a proper, like when you get a shit gift. Oh, they're not wrapped either.
It's nice and cold though. There you go. Try one.
Go on then.
Oh, what do you reckon?
Baileys.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we should have done a reviewing food episode. Could have pigged out. How many of these do I have to get drunk? Oh, it's just Baileys flavour. Rubbish.
Well, there's no alcohol in there.
No. Did you see my story? Of some of the stuff I was taking pictures of at Food Warehouse. Whoever's working at Food Warehouse... Well, I assume there's a team. But they're absolutely off their nut. Some of the collaborations these guys come up with is insane. Like, this is good. Baileys Eclairs, I like that. Yeah, they do, like, Flump Ice Lollies. It's a bit of me. Cola bottle Ice Lollies.
Flump Ice Lollies.
Yeah. Cola bottle, cherry cola bottle.
Right, I think we should do it every time we record now. I'm all
You want me to bring a random...
Yeah.
So... Oh, yeah, presents. Got distracted by the Baileys.
This one is from Maisie.
Okay.
And she picked this, and she was like, saying you really, really want it.
Is it dog food?
It's from the pod dog. No.
Okay.
What she got you? Oh.
Oh, really? I don't know what it is.
That's actually your present. I thought this was... You know what it's going to be, don't you?
What's Laura?
You know what it is.
Of course I know what it is. Hey.
Well, I thought, obviously...
Oh, that's blue stuff. I mean, this is a new tradition. Every year.
I'm giving you Brewdog.
From you. It's not crap when it's open.
But I thought, because obviously this year, with working with Brewdog and stuff, I thought I'd get you that for the mems.
Once I've had my drink from my lobotomized elf cup,
yeah,
I'll have a beer. If you buy a present and it makes someone cry because it's like super sentimental or something like that, you've absolutely smashed it. That's what you're aiming for.
Uncle David did that.
Yeah, he cried. Wait, he made you cry?
Yeah.
Oh, with this year?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's it. You're smashing
with the thingy over there.
Yeah, if with a diffuser.
Yeah.
It does smell lovely.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
A little bit of, what is it? It's a Christmas tree, isn't it? That's what it smells like. It's a pine tree kind of vibe.
Yeah.
You like the things in your car swinging from the visor.
It was cute.
But yeah, if you can make someone cry, that's what I'm aiming for. If I'm buying presents, I want to make them cry.
Oh, I wonder what you've got, Brie.
Oh, she's already got it.
Has she?
Yeah, she's already wearing it. It's something she's been asking for a while, so I got to...
Did you get it?
Yeah.
The bracelet?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Why did you not wait till Christmas Day?
You got a dollar average, haven't you? The more wear she gets out of it, the cheaper it becomes per wear.
Why did you give it to her?
She was there when I bought it.
Oh, okay. So she wanted to see it before, try it on. And...
Yeah.
So you got to the diamond bracelet.
I didn't want... Because that's something that you... If you're going to make a purchase like that, you have to make sure it's spot on. I didn't want to go and do it and be like, this one? this one's great. I like this one. And she goes, oh, yeah.
Did you have to have it fitted for her wrists or not?
No, it can be made smaller, so she's taking it for a test drive. She's going to wear it over Christmas, see how it feels, and then they can take a link out. But I don't understand how that works with a diamond bracelet, because surely the more links you take out, the less diamonds you got in there.
Wow, that's true.
But then I think you can they give you those back, and you can then use them to make something else, like go make a necklace or something. Which, when I think about that, I'm like, well, that's 2 for 1.
See, I'm really bad. So one year it was Valentine's Day. I was actually seeing someone at the time, but I still got myself a Valentine's present because I didn't realise I was actually going to be dating anyone at the time. But it was this bracelet. I gave myself a little promise bracelet, but it's too big. Can you see this?
I couldn't hack that.
But I didn't send it back because I was so excited to get it.
Yeah.
But to this day, I need to go back into Tiffany and Co. Like, can you just change this?
That would do my.
They can do
nothing.
it. I went to the one in New York and it was like, yeah, we can do it.
Oh, it's like
so annoying.
I don't wear. It's really bad. I don't wear any. I'm just starting to wear a watch. I've just bought a watch.
What about your wedding ring?
Don't wear it. Column, little column A, little column B. Column A, I did lose it. Column B,
where?
It does my nut. I don't know. I've lost it. If I knew where I'd lost it.
Yeah, but like, were you at the gym? Did you walk out and shit? I've lost my ring.
I think it's in one of. I have about 70 bags at home.
Right.
And it's in one of them. But
I'll say it's at home somewhere.
It's at home somewhere. Okay. Nothing's ever really lost, is it? You just don't know where it currently is. You know, it's one of them. So I'll find it. And Bree's fine with it.
The thing is your wedding ring, but anyway.
She knows it used to really piss me off. And I'm not going to lie, I couldn't get the right size on it because it was digging into my other knuckle, into my other finger. And was giving me a right bruise on my middle finger.
Gosh.
And I couldn't do anything like it. It was just.
Was it too thick?
No, it wasn't really. It wasn't like a dainty little thing, but it was like I don't know, but it just used to. I'm not used to wearing jewellery, so I couldn't. I got a little bit claustrophobic with it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I got a little bit like that. It's like that time I got stuck in a welly.
You got stuck in a welly?
Yeah, I bought some wellies, and I thought, do you know when you just go, I'm going to try them on. I really want to try them on. I didn't have socks on.
Oh, God.
And I put them on, and I didn't have trousers on either, so there was absolute suction.
Where were you?
I was at home. So I was just in my boxers.
Like what?
In my boxers in a pair of hunters.
Oh, my God.
I couldn't get them off. Could not get them off. I'm like, Brie, you're going to have to cut me out of these. I was having a proper panic.
Talking about hunters. I was dating a guy 2 years ago. In fact, we weren't actually dating, we were in a relationship. But anyway, and he's...
I love how you always have to give right, let me just say exactly the situation you're in. You could just say dating. I'm not going to follow up on it.
Yeah, I know, but anyway.
You're dating a guy.
But he was quite nice because one day he sent me a pair of hunters in the post, and that was like around Christmas time.
Well, where was he? Why was he sending him in the post? It's not very personal.
No, it was a surprise.
Was he Santa?
Yeah, he was Santa. Just sent me as a surprise.
Was he in Derby?
I
need to know the logistics here because weird to...
No, he actually went to New York for Christmas with his daughter that year because he booked it before we were seeing each other and stuff. So yeah, he was in New York for Christmas.
Okay, fair enough then. But I mean, were you like extra ticket? What are you saying? To New York? We can all go?
I mean, it was very, very early on. It was very early on.
Don't have the nanny. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. Just, everyone wants to do New York at Christmas. It's like the thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like it couldn't live up to it, though, could it?
I don't know. I'm not sure because obviously I went to New York this year.
Yeah.
And I did enjoy it. I did, kind of. Like I enjoyed the helicopter ride. That was my favourite. Loved that. Incredible.
With the German.
But I think New York itself, because I don't know, I need to probably do it a bit differently next time.
Yeah, so...
Like do a bit more touristy things and like see it as a tourist maybe.
I thought you had to... Well, you saw it from above as a tourist.
Well, not really, no, because we were with someone who lives there. Yeah, so it was kind of like,
Sometimes these places, tourists go there because it's made for them, Obviously, you've got people that live in New York, they go day to day.
Yeah.
But you kind of don't... Right, so the whole Airbnb thing was that you live like a local, right?
Yeah.
And you get to experience like the nitty gritty of a place and like the place that you don't really see as a tourist. However, sometimes
it's nice.
Those places are a bit shit. I've done it before where I've done the small local places, like you go to see family and places like that. And you like when we used to go to America all the time, I've been to more places in Wisconsin than anyone ever needs to go. And 9 times out of 10, pile of pants, just bad. Just
really?
Is this why you guys are... This is why your healthcare's through the roof, and this is why you're all unhealthy, because this stuff is terrible.
See, I think it's a bit like London, though, because I absolutely love London. It's such an incredible city. Mm-hmm. It definitely is.
For a pop.
It's, for like, to go in, for a weekend away, it's but
get out. Yeah.
But you can also have a really terrible time if you don't know what you're doing when you're there.
Yeah.
Like, so it's a bit like New York. I feel like if you can go back there and have a totally different experience if you do different things. And I think that's the same. So, and I always thought, when I looked to the future, I always saw myself taking like my kids to Christmas in New York. That's always been like
it's the
a
big,
thing.
It's the big cliche. It's
probably why I've always thought it. Yeah,
you got to see the tree at Rockefeller Center. You got to go ice skating. Yeah, we've all seen the films.
Toy shop. Choose what you want.
We've seen Elf.
Fill the bags.
You want to do that. You want to do Elf. You want to go to Hamleys Toys.
Hamleys. But is
Home
that not
Alone
London?
2. Well, there's loads of Hamleys, I think.
Oh, is there? Hamleys is amazing. That would be the dream,
yeah. It's Home Alone 2. It's Elf. It's...
Yeah.
What else? There's some bangers. Bad Santa. I don't think that's in New York, though. But there's loads of that make you want to go. It just all happens there,
yeah.
It all happens in New York.
Yeah.
And guarantee if you're in New York, there's a good chance you'll probably see a Christmas film being filmed there while you're over there. Most likely.
God, that's mad, isn't it?
They always say that. People in New York say the most unrealistic thing about New York films is that during the film you don't see them filming films, because that's what you see all the time if you live there. There's always a street closed off to film something.
I mean, I do love it. I do. It's a bit. I do sometimes like a city.
Oh yeah,
I love the buzz and the food, the shops, the drinks. Oh, I just love it.
It can. New York could absolutely bend you over, but you can also just have a kind of fumble through it. Yeah, you just got to be aware of what area you're in and make sure that you're not finding yourself somewhere where you shouldn't be. But yeah, no, I like being in the city. I like even if you go and do something crap.
Yeah,
you can then there's something else 10 meters away that can completely turn your night around.
Yeah,
you can always bounce into somewhere else. Whereas if you go to like a complete destination, say you go to like a vineyard in Italy.
Oh yeah,
which sounds lovely. But say you didn't do your research properly and the vineyard's
it was a rubbish one,
the wine's crap, and you're like, the hotel's not very nice. You're like, I'm kind of stuck with this now. This is it. So, the weather's crap. But in a city, even if the weather's bad, you can kind of put up with it. You can,
because there's so many bits and bobs.
Buildings, sort you right out. So that is, even if it is a shitty winter in New York, it'll still be a lovely place for it. The lights out and everything. Oh.
Do you know what, though? I don't want Christmas to end. I love
it's bloody started.
I know, but I feel like it's going to go so quick.
It will do, because you do that whole thing where you get really excited for Christmas Day, and it gets lesser as you get older. But like now, because obviously the kids, I'm really excited for them to open their presents. I can't wait to see them open their presents.
Yeah,
so you rush to Christmas Day, and then Christmas Day happens, and I know I'm already then 5 days into my break.
Yes,
and then you kind of fumble your way through that weird 26th, 27th, 28th.
So that's when I'm going to holidays.
29th. So you've got something on. But I'm just in like a kind of blur. We are popping away a little bit.
What are you going to do?
We're going to go have a little bit of time away with the kids there.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Nice. I think there's a weekend in there somewhere. We'll get the weekend away there. Stay at a hotel. Maybe it was a hotel attached to a zoo, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. But we'll do that, and then it's New Year, and then suddenly I'm back at work.
Oh, don't.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, I'm in a pretty privileged position because I get 2 weeks off over Christmas.
I mean,
so it's lovely.
I think I'm going to have to do that. I feel like I need a bit more time, so I'm going to go back on the 6th when you go back.
Nice. That's
I'm
the way to do it.
I'm just going to book a bit of extra time because it's so busy over Christmas.
Yeah.
I need that downtime. And obviously, we've got some planning to do for this podcast as well, because we've got a lot coming next year.
We've got some planning to do and some doing to do as well. We've got some stuff to do before the new season starts.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is all very exciting. But we'll get into that later. So that is why it feels like you completely rushing through Christmas, and you get so excited running into it, and then you run through it, and then suddenly it's the end, and then you're looking forward into next year. It just zips past.
Honestly, I just love this feeling right now. If I could put it in a little in a little bottle and just keep it, I would. If everyone said festive, you've got so much to look forward to. One, you've got time off work.
What?
Two, you've got time with, I'm seeing family.
I thought you were going to say time off work again. 2, it's time off work.
No, but then you're seeing loads of family. You've got loads of plans.
Oh, yeah.
This Friday, I'm going to go out with the girls and we've got our Christmas meal, which I'm absolutely buzzing for.
Lovely.
There's all the Christmas films to go and watch in the cinema.
Yep.
Like Simba's coming out and Mufasa the movie. You've got Moana 2.
Mufasa, just focus on him. Or was it prequel or something?
Have you not seen it?
No.
Well, yeah, it's a new Lion King coming out.
Is it Christmassy?
Well, no, but it's like Christmas and you're at the cinema, aren't you?
Yeah, you
love
got to do it.
There again, I am going skiing in January, so I've got something to look forward to. Charlotte, remind yourself that. That's what I need to remember. I'm going skiing, yeah.
Fair
so it's
enough.
not all doom and gloom.
Where are you going? France?
Italy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Come on, it's always Italy.
Of course
isn't
it's Italy.
Got about
Bloody
5
hell.
trips ready planned for Italy next year.
Have you?
Well, got 2.
Bloody no.
I'm actually really looking forward to them though, because it's different, because I'm going with the girls. So
This is for skiing?
well, yeah, that's with the gym lot.
Okay.
So we went last year. It's like a new thing that we do every
Cute.
year. So, and then we've got another trip with the girls to Italy, and I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be fun.
What does Man v Fat mean to you?
Lose weight and enjoy a game of football.
Mental health, camaraderie.
Friends, football, fat loss.
Reverse my diabetes.
Big, sweaty, fun.
Life-changing football.
Better and healthy lifestyle.
Good competitive sport.
Teamwork, banter and weight loss.
Create a winning mentality to lose fat.
Hard work, regime and football.
It means sustainable weight loss.
Don't let the boys down and don't let yourself down.
Man v Fat. Weigh, play, lose, win.
That'd be nice. That'd be a wild one. Are they wild bunch, or is it going to be like a really sophisticated Chianti?
I mean, it's just going to be great fun.
Yeah.
Like good food, good laughs,
Yeah.
good
What's
energy.
the vibe? What's the vibe of the group? Yeah. You got a load of married girls going, or is it a load of single girls? What's going on?
I mean, it's just like a mixture of all different people. Like our group has got so many different people in it.
Is there going to be some fallouts?
Oh no, we're not. No, not at all. No, it's not actually like that.
It's a group trip. There'll be fallouts. There's got to be.
Well, TBC.
TBC. I'm sorry to the girls and nothing against you. You have to. So one of the quickest ways to fall out with people is to go on holiday with them, because you just get it. You get in each other. You're in such close quarters. You all got your own room.
But you say
Are
that.
you sharing rooms?
When I went to Barcelona.
Are you sharing rooms?
Well, we're going to my friend's house in Italy.
And then
I think
how many rooms you got?
I don't know. And then we're actually there might be a hotel stay as well, because I think we might go to the lake. So
are you sharing rooms?
Yeah, maybe for the thingy.
Fight.
Yeah, but we did that in Barcelona and we had the best time ever. Not one fallout. We just laughed the whole time.
Well, I suppose there is.
We can do it,
What is it? An exception to the rule.
Yes.
But can they do it twice?
Well, we'll see. It's a different group, but we'll see.
Oh, fresh group, sharing rooms. I don't hold out much hope, but that's just me. I'm irritable. The thing I want to do, and I think I touched on it a little bit last episode, is I'm really looking forward to because like you just said, you've got loads of stuff planned and you're excited for that. Yeah. I'm excited the other way, is that we have only got really like 1 or 2 things planned besides a little trip away, so we can really just enjoy them. And
that's quite nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Wake up, make some nice breakfast.
Well, can I sit right now? I see Coop for about an hour a day.
Do you?
He wakes up about half an hour before he's in the car to go to nursery, and then by the time I get home from work, he's a half an hour and he's off to bed. So I barely see him. So, like on the weekend, I get to see him a lot, and then obviously over Christmas with nursery closing, bastards. How dare they? I'm going to go see loads of him, and now he's walking and stuff, and I
can't wait to see him. I can't.
And
you
know what? He's always absolutely buzzing. He's always smiling his head off.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
So now he's smiling his head off on the move. Oh, it's lovely.
Is he proper walking?
Yeah, I mean.
He's like walking a little bit.
He's walking. He's like, well, hang on, I'll go back to crawling because I'm a lot quicker.
That's what Lola was like, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're at the awkward in between, but he can do it now without us worrying too much that he's going to eat shit completely.
Oh, lovely.
And it's nice. I was worried because his spatial awareness from like 8 months to a year.
Yeah.
Well, up to a year, his entire time has been 0. Like he has, if there is something you can hit your head on, he'll find it. Like, that was always his way. Like, he could be in a completely empty room and he'd find a corner and smack his head against it or bump into it. And you're like, Coop, how have you even got there? Why? How? So, luckily, now he's become more aware of his surroundings and he's walking.
Yeah.
He's a lot more like...
Just better.
Yeah, he holds himself up and puts his hand against the wall, finds out where he's going. Because I remember once we were talking to someone on a plane and I said, oh, God, I just wish... With this one, we just had Bryn. I just wish she was walking. And the woman was like, how old is she? And I was like, oh, she's... I think she was like 10 months. And she was like, you don't. Enjoy it. Enjoy it while they're crawling around. Because she said, my son started walking from 9 months. And he had no idea about things. So he was just pelting himself at walls. Like, he was just running full...
Crikey.
She was like, it was a nightmare. Because he had no awareness of things. He didn't know what things were. So, like, he would just run into a cupboard, run into a door frame. And she said, when they're crawling, they kind of approach... Like, they crawl into something at pace. It's not as bad. They don't fall as far. So it's mental. But that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a lot more stock this year and not be like, what we're doing. Let's, we've got time off. Let's do everything.
Yeah. I get that.
That's nice. We'll go to the park and stuff. Might carry on trying to teach Bryn how to ride a bike. And
it's just nice
cold. She'll love that.
Not have to do anything as well, isn't it? It's like wake up and you've got the day to yourself. That's why I'm booking a bit of extra time off.
Yeah. So what's your standard Christmas morning look like?
Like last year, obviously I was at Auntie Tessa's, so I had Louis waking me up saying, Auntie Charlie, it's Christmas. So I was like, oh my God, and he comes running in, and then we all go downstairs and we're seeing all the presents being opened and stuff, and that was really, really nice. I love that. That was so cute. Mm-hmm. This year, well, I'm going to put my tree up, so I'm going to come downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, you can talk about it.
I'm going to come downstairs, give Maisie all of her presents because she loves opening them. So I might have a really nice breakfast that morning and then I'll come over to Auntie Tessa's. Done.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Not hectic, pretty chill. That's all right. Well, it might be a bit hectic when you come over. Actually, no, the kids are all right.
What time are we kicking off?
12, midday.
Oh, so yeah, chill.
Head over for then. We'll come
11.
over post-coop nap. Job done. He'll be buzzing. And they'll have some presents to open over there as well.
I really don't want Christmas to end.
It's literally the 11th of December.
I know, but I just, how, like, honestly, time just goes fast, doesn't it? Although, good news, in 2 weeks' time, it's going to start getting lighter outside.
Well, that is it, because they do... So I was looking at some of the other things that people celebrate over this time, maybe that aren't Christian, so they don't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
And some of it is that they do a lot of, like, it's like sun festivals. Uh-huh. So they are celebrating the fact that the days are getting longer again.
Yeah.
And I get that.
That is good. I saw that and straight away I was like, brilliant. I was like, maybe I don't mind Christmas being over, Got something to look forward to.
And I do like because the other thing I saw whilst looking at all of that stuff is in Barbados, do you know what they call New Year's Eve?
No.
Old Year's Night.
Huh?
So it's instead of New Year's Eve, so you're looking into the new year.
Yeah.
Their part is more about reflecting on how last year went, focusing. It's Old Year's Night, so it's the end of the old year rather than the start of the new one.
Do you know
I
what?
like that. That's a bit of me.
I actually feel like that this year. Normally, I'm all about new beginnings.
Yeah.
And I'm like, new year, it's brand new year, blah, blah, blah. But this year, I do actually feel the opposite. And I feel like I just want a moment to sit. Well, no, I've already been reflecting quite a lot,
yeah, well, of course.
But I do feel like this year, I just want to just sit and just kind of like say goodbye to the year because I'm looking,
thing, yeah.
And I'm literally looking forward to that chapter closing. And I know people are like, well, it's only another day, but it's not. It's a new year. It's in 2025.
Yeah, and it is another day, sure. But we're all slaves to the time and how 24-hour segments now. And there is something about a year ending, and no one looks back and they go, "Oh no, I count my years June to June."
When you look back at 2013, you look back at things that happened in 2013.
Yeah.
So it's like the year's over, and there's a new year. Things are going to happen in 2025.
Easiest way of 100%. Compartmentalising it and seeing how you're doing. Yeah. So yeah, no, but I'm all about. I mean, I think it's since talking to you more, the reflection.
Really?
And looking back. Yeah, because I think. I just was on this thing of like improve, try and improve. Oh, why you're not improving, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That you don't look, and you don't look back at the improvements you've made. You just look at the ones you could still be making.
Yeah.
And in that way, you kind of you never get to enjoy your progress.
Absolutely.
You just are always looking for the next thing, and it's mental.
But then when you look at, say, 10 years ago, you're exactly where you wanted to be right now.
Yeah.
So sometimes you've got to think, oh, shit, wait a minute. I am right where I wanted to be 10 years ago.
That's it. It's zoom out on the graph a little bit. You know, people will see like they've had a little bit of a bad time before, you know, and they're in a little bit of a rut.
Yeah.
But then if you zoom out to 10 years where your bad time was before compared to now,
you're
bloody miles away from
exactly,
it. You're
absolutely.
up 100%. You're up 150%.
Yeah.
You're a different person now. And would you trade your bad time now for your bad times back then? Fuck no.
So what's your best bits then? 2024, what's your best bits? Talk to me.
Taking Bryn on holiday.
Aww.
It was lovely. And obviously, looking back, I'm sure Coop will have some stern words about why he wasn't invited. And so will Brie. But, you know,
yeah, but it's so special. It's so important to have time alone with different people.
That's it. That's it. And obviously, it'll be the only time that ever happens. It'll be the only time because, you know, Coop, you know, will be as he gets older. I'll invite him on holiday. But you know, I just saw an opportunity for some father-daughter time, and then I saw even more opportunity. Thinking, hang on, if I need a little bit of a babysitter, it'd be good if Dad was there as well. So Dad came along, and it was just lovely. I mean,
I love the fact you did it.
Huh?
I love the fact you did it.
Yeah.
More not for you guys, but just for Brinny, because I know
she
will get so much from that. And she'll always remember those memories as well. Yeah. It's our one-on-one time with both of you.
That's it. And she had us wrapped around a little thing.
Absolutely.
We're doing everything for her.
Brilliant.
And it was just I mean, we didn't get the best weather, and the pool was absolutely freezing. But and I know everyone says it, but we have the best child. We do. We have the best daughter, and so far so good on the best son. So we did win because they are lovely. And Bryn on this holiday was just like nothing. There was no point where she was a problem. Like there was no, like she got occasionally annoyed or whatever and stuff like that because she was tired. You know, because she used to go to bed at like 6 o'clock and she's at the disco at 9, and she's just like wondering what the fuck's going on. She's hungover basically at the disco, and even we left at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're flying back a 4-hour flight into Gatwick, 3.5-hour drive home, and she started getting annoyed 5 minutes from home.
Oh, she's a good girl, isn't she?
So
honestly?
And for the rest of that, she was kind of she was like watching Mr. Bean or singing along to songs in the car. Like she was, and then she would go like, can I have a sleep? I went, yeah, of course, have a little sleep. And she'd lean over in the car seat, close her eyes for about 5 minutes, and then come back again and start singing like Row, Row, Row Your Boat or something. So she kept giving herself little like power naps.
So cute.
So yeah, she was great. And I was worried like on the flight. I was like, oh, is she going to be scared? You know, is she going to be
as gold?
Couldn't care less.
Jet setter. She's gonna be a jet setter when she's older.
God, yeah, she
good
will
girl,
be. And I'll be worried sick all the time.
I must admit, I love seeing you with the kids because if there's anyone who makes me want children, it's probably you.
Really?
Yeah, because I just think you're just such a, I don't know, you're just very chill about it. The kids are just like angels, and they are actually angels.
They are, they do make it easy.
You don't know what's actually going to come out, so that's always a problem. But they are, you know, it's just, you feel very chilled out, you know, you just love being a dad, and it's just nice.
They have made it easy, both of them. I mean, they both had chickenpox at the same time, and it was barely an issue.
Yeah.
Like they even had the non-itchy chickenpox. They went off and got that one. Good lads, you know.
They are absolutely great kids.
They are. So that's obviously I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
Obviously grateful for Brie. She's been smashing it this year. She's been working like crazy, and
she's done very well. Got promotion.
Two promotions.
Two promotions in 1 year. Go girl.
Which is wild. So she's doing really well, and you know, she's coming home and she's telling me about everything that's going on at work, and she's, you know, stuff that she's doing, and like I'm seeing like a real like spark in her at the minute.
I love that.
She's
so
really
much.
Like swept up in work, and really like feeling like, you know, because sometimes you can be like working and don't feel like you're making any headway. Like is what I'm doing actually paying off? And now she's starting to see like the fruits of her labour, and she's really like starting to see like the changes in the kids, and because she's had the same class from like year 7 through to year 11. And she's been away twice on maternity leave. Yeah. But she's had them for 5 years. Gosh. So she's seen them like when they first got there, and there was maybe some difficulties and some kids weren't getting on with each other, and some kids like you couldn't even talk to them because they didn't want to behave or whatever. And now they're completely different kids. They're passing their GCSEs it's
that's lovely.
It's like, and so she's seeing that, and it's a really nice like growth to see, because I've seen complete growth in her over the 5 years. Obviously having 2 kids is huge. Of course. Yeah. But like in her teaching and everything like that, like stuff that really used to get to her is like water off a duck's back now. She doesn't. I love that. She just powers through it. It's wild. Like, and I mean, I could never do her job. The paperwork, the red tape, all of that stuff around it. I'm like, so she's tapping away at her laptop. I'm like, what is that?
Especially when it's like special needs kids.
Yeah. It's because there's a lot of red tape around that, and a lot of like safeguarding and different layers to it that you really have to be switched on for. That I am like,
yeah.
I don't have the type A personality for it, so I'd be like, oh, no, thank you. I would have been, if I was at preschool, I think I would have been sacked by now for sure. So that's another thing. I'm happy watching that, and I'm really happy with this podcast. This.
I was waiting for you to mention the podcast.
Sorry,
you hadn't.
Third on the list.
Excuse me.
Keep going down this list. You're like, is he going to say it?
No, I'm looking at you like
podcast. And we're bobbing along, and I'm not going to lie, this is kind of a podcast secondary, a therapy session first. Like, we really do get to just open up. Like, these end up being half-hour, 40-minute, hour-long episodes after we've spoken for about 3 hours. Like, we are just yammering on thinking, there's an episode. Yeah, there's an episode there. We'll cut out that last 2.5 hours where we were talking, open up about absolutely everything. So it's been a really nice thing, because, like, with being family and stuff like that, we can really talk to each other about basically anything. Yeah. And so I think it's been helpful for us both just to have like a social outlet basically every week, and also just like we can air our grievances. And because we kind of don't have, we're not working in the same fields, and we don't have that much overlap. Some of the stuff we can air our stuff out about. It's just like we can just let it all out without offending, because you don't know the people I'm complaining about, and I don't know the people you're complaining about. It's lovely. Yeah. We can have a right old rant. Obviously, none of that makes the podcast, but other than that, it is a nice time, and I really like what's happening, and we've got some very exciting things next year. Yeah,
we're saying a bit.
I thought we were saying now. I think this is a bit.
This is it. Okay, yeah. Okay, listen. It's not. I don't know. Are we not going to do it? No. I'm not going to do it to the end, no.
I think we're at the end.
What about mine, little?
It's 1:45. All right. Yeah, okay. What are you grateful for then? Before we get to the exciting parts, let's talk about you.
You're just like...
All right, come on. What's your top 3? Better be podcast.
Top 3? Right, okay.
Go on. Quick fire. Gun to your head. 1.
So, I've done 2 things off my bucket list this year.
Okay, nice.
No, 3 things. No, 2 big things are on there. Skiing was my number 1.
German helicopter pilot.
And the helicopter ride. That was on my helicopter list.
Yeah, that's good.
And then, going to watch Ludovico, Einaudi. That was another thing.
Big loads.
Amazing time. And it's just been nice, like little holidays as well. Like, I've truly had some really good trips this year, and I'm so grateful for it. And made some great friendships as well this year. So, yeah, are you sad to put 2024 is over?
Nah.
Okay.
No, I'm not, because I feel like we got a lot done.
Yeah.
I feel like we got more to do. I'm going to enjoy the back end of the year. Have a little moment, chill with the family, have a few beers.
I'm a bit nervous. Lovely. I'm a bit nervous saying goodbye to this year.
Why?
Because it's definitely been a year of like a year of good times, but then it has been a year where there's been a lot of growth, and obviously with growth comes a lot of hard times, otherwise you don't get the growth.
With hard times comes growth, yeah.
Yeah, so like I will be a bit sad to say goodbye to 2024 because there has been a lot that's come from it. Mm-hmm. And I'm a bit nervous about 2025 because I know that I need change. I don't know what that change is, but I feel like...
I know you
I'm going to look for that next year.
And are you worried that your growth comes from hard times? So that means if you want to have more growth in 2025, there needs to be more hard times.
No.
And are you worried what the hard times might be?
No, because I don't feel like I'm going to go through many more hard times next year. I think I've had 2 years.
So why are you worried then? It's going to be a breeze.
Yeah, but who
easy breezy 25.
That's true, actually. That's true.
Yeah.
But next year we've got a sponsor at the beginning, which we're really excited about. We're going to raise some awareness for men's mental health and really...
Are we going to mention who the sponsor is?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so we're going to be working with someone I advocate for because I still take part in everything they're doing. So Man vs. Fat, they're sponsoring our podcast throughout January, really.
January and February.
Yeah, so we're going to get stuck in. Charlotte's going to be joining me down the club.
Yep.
The Man vs. Fat club, the club. And then we're going to be talking to some people. We're going to be hearing people's stories about what, the weight loss has meant to them, either, physically, obviously, and then mentally. It's just going into stuff like that and really talking to some interesting people about the different layers to this and how it's not just a vanity project. It really is much bigger than that. And that's what we're going to get stuck into next year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And like the guys who are listening, we're going to get you involved.
Yep.
So if you next year, if you've had this year and you're a bit like, oh, I don't feel like happy in myself, I want to make changes myself, this is definitely speaking to you right now because when we go down to we're going to go down to the Derby Club, but there is other clubs all the way across the UK, which we'll talk about more next year.
Of course.
But come down when we go down to the Derby, anyone local, come down to Derby Club. We're going to be there. We'll tell you more about it in January because this is actually going to happen at the beginning of February. But, have a reflect over the Christmas. And if you guys want to come and join us and change your life, because that's what it's done to many men, including yourself.
It's the best way. So not only are we grateful to be having sponsors going into the new year, but we're also grateful for the people who are listening.
Absolutely.
Because without you lot, why would we be doing this?
But you know what as well? The biggest thing is, because we started this podcast, like last Christmas, when we all sat around that table, we had no idea that this was going to happen this year, which is absolutely mad. It's crazy when you think about it.
And it's been a very good constant.
It's been amazing, yeah. I've learned so much from it.
Consistency is key, isn't it? Well, yeah.
Taught me even my communication. It's made me realise that I've got to really work on that, which I'm trying to do. So I've learned a lot from doing this podcast. And, you see people, like kind people who share things, who tag you or who send you voice notes saying, oh, my God, everything. So, for instance, one of my really good friends, Victoria, every Wednesday she's messaged me and she tells me, gives me feedback on the episode.
Yeah.
And that is true friendship right there. Like,
That's
how
lovely.
kind is that?
Yeah,
and it just makes you appreciate the people around you so much more, the ones who really do take the time to listen.
Absolutely.
So thank you, guys.
I was even shocked when I was talking to my friend and he referenced something we said on the podcast. And I went, oh, you've been listening? And he went, yeah, of course I'm going to support what you're doing. I went, oh, really? Like, because you don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, I've got a podcast, you guys need to listen. You kind of just want to like
this is it.
Play
it cool. Listen.
If you guys want to listen, I don't know, it's whatever,
Please listen.
Please. I'll buy you a drink. But yeah, he referenced it, and I was like, that's cool. I like that. That's a nice thing. So that was like a little, and we keep honestly along the way of doing this. There's these little like, I don't know, like sparks of motivation where like something happened, you go, oh, this is actually like, this feels like it's becoming something.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like we're just shouting into the void. It feels like we're getting feedback. People are listening.
Oh, God, yeah. When you hear that, I love it. When someone says, oh, it's changed my life, I'm like, what?
Bloody Nora. No one said that to me yet.
Yeah, someone said that to me. Yeah.
Was it my mum?
It was the episode. No, it wasn't actually. It was the episode when we mentioned how life just goes fast and you might only have 40 years left. Someone was turning 40 and he was like, do you know what? It made me think. So.
Do you know what? It made me really sad. So just like that.
But yeah, so
it is I genuinely think about like when we hit episode 100 and I'm going to listen back to like episode 12 and be like, do you remember that? Do you remember when blah, 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 blah? And there's going to be, there's so many changes happening going into the third season.
That
I can't even imagine what it's going to be like going into season 10.
Oh, I know.
And I'm excited for it. And we're going to keep chugging away,
It's the people you meet as well. I love that.
Well, it's open doors. Like I'm on TV tomorrow. I'm on the radio New Year's.
Yeah.
Well, January 2nd. What's going on? What's happening?
Yeah.
That's never happened. And suddenly it's opening these doors, and, you know, it's exciting. And it gives a little avenue on our life to go down, to have a little look.
I do love the creative side.
That's it. It gets the juices flowing for sure.
Side from it.
And so we are very grateful. And I know, I'm well aware that I don't have the most sincere tone, and I'm genuinely being sincere now. Very grateful to everyone who's listened.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, whether you knew us before or you know us now, we're grateful to all of you, and we hope you continue to do so.
Yeah, and on that note, guys, I've got to be in the office tomorrow for a massive meeting. So we're going to have to end it there, aren't we? That is our 2024 done. That's our I can't even say it, 2024.
You good?
Yeah, couldn't say it then.
Okay.
No, I wasn't actually like, wait.
Breaking down.
2024.
Yes.
Got to stutter.
You did it.
Yeah, so that's it for
2024 is done for us, and then this is going to get released next week, and we will see you in the new year, January 6th. We're having a couple weeks off.
Yep.
And new release date will be Monday. And if you're still listening now, we love you, and we'll see you in the new year.
Have a great Christmas, everyone, and thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Thanks for listening. We know time is precious, and we thank you for yours. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.